Are you looking for the best snow cone machines? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best snow cone machines on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Victorio Kitchen Products. Time for Treats Manual Snow Cone Maker. Despite its manual operation, the snow cone machine gets lots of praise for making it easy to crank out shaved ice. I expected to have to use a lot of force, but it requires very little elbow grease, one reviewer explains. Users also appreciate that it comes with ice molds to make the process even more simple. If you use the molds that are made specifically for this machine, which are sold with the machine, you will have no trouble getting perfectly snow-like shaved ice, one writes. And with the ice this machine churns out, reviewers have made everything from snow cones to margaritas to homemade frappuccinos, and many appreciate the nostalgia this machine also whips up. I grew up with one just like this for making halo halo, a Filipino summer dessert, and was craving some when the weather here hit the 90s, one writes. Number 2. Hawaiian Shaved Ice Kid-Friendly Snow Cone Machine. Reviewers seem to agree with this snow cone machine's kid-friendly name. Great for kids when they wish to do things themselves since the blade is somehow out of reach of little hands, one writes. Another says, my 6-year-old son operates this with ease without supervision. It's safe and straightforward. Kids, however, aren't the only ones enjoying this. Equally great for kids and adults, one reviewer attests, explaining that they've used this machine to make shrimp cocktail on a bed of ice, the best margaritas ever, and flavored ice for the kids. Reviewers also appreciate relatively compact footprint of this machine, like one who says it's easier to store compared to some of the larger snow cone makers out there. Its compact design also makes it ideal for travel. Believe it or not, the thing actually travels okay, too. That said, the folks in the hotel room next you might wonder what you're doing because the machine is not exactly quiet, it's cutting ice for Pete's sake. Number 3. ZENY Ice Shaver Machine Electric Snow Cone Maker. This thing is built like a tank, and makes amazing shaved ice, says one reviewer who's not alone in thinking of this machine as intense. Another reviewer calls it a substantial machine, while another appreciates its heavy-duty build. One reviewer even compares it to the kind used in a restaurant. This shaved ice machine produces almost snow-like ice and is currently in my dad's restaurant as a backup in case his commercial machine breaks. They add, obviously it won't put out the quantity of ice the commercial machine does, but the quality of the shaved ice is very close. It might not serve a day's worth of patrons, but one reviewer, who had 75 kids of all ages over for a party, says boy, did this deliver. Number 4. Nostalgia RSM 602 Retro Snow Cone Maker. Reviewers have used this retro snow cone machine for kids' birthday parties, summer soirees, and even corporate events with few issues. We made a little over 70 snow cones in an hour, says one reviewer, noting that it was also very easy to use. Another says, it stood up to 300 employees and runs great. Dozens of reviewers also note that this snow cone machine will last long after any first event as well. We have had one for 8 years and it still works perfectly, one says, adding, it's a hit at every party and the kids really look forward to the snow cones. Reviewers also love the design, which means many just keep these on their counter. One user writes that they love the design because it is reminiscent of the old-fashioned theater style and can fit on a countertop or table. Number 5. Cuisinart SCM10 Snow Cone Maker. Reviews on some snow cone machines mention the need to find a bowl to catch the shaved ice, but this machine takes care of that for you. Love the tray to catch the ice and the scoop is perfect, one reviewer writes. Another says the tray pulling out is a great bonus for scooping the ice, while another says this machine holds a good amount of shaved ice. Reviewers also call out the safety features. The machine will not run if the lid is open or the ice tray removed, explains one reviewer. And these highly reviewed safety features mean adult reviewers feel comfortable letting kids of all ages use this machine. At one reviewer's 4th of July party, kids from 4 years old, with assistance, to 16 years old used it on and off for 4 hours. Not only does this machine hold up, but it works fast, according to others. Another reviewer reports it making over 200 snow cones in about a 3-hour time period. Reviewers also mention that it does all this while staying relatively quiet, it isn't too obnoxiously loud while it is running.